This is the Unpacked and Empowered Finances podcast. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I invite you to subscribe and share this channel with your friends. I want budgeting to be not super strict. Don't want to be stressed out when I'm budgeting. The tip is to budget without the burnout. How do we do that? I have these 4 things that I always keep in mind when managing our finances as a family. First is that you need to have a mindset shift. If the word budget annoys you or irks you, why not change it to a spending plan? Spending plan feels like it's not a punishment, it's not too restrictive because it's a set amount of money that you allot for your spending. Simplicity is the key as well. You want to make sure that you're keeping things simple with your finances. You need to understand your why. You need to understand your goals. And if you know your goals, then you can easily identify what is it that you need, what is it that you want, so that it aligns with how you are managing your resources. All of us know the difference between needs and wants, but it just feels like sometimes all the things are needs, even though it's actually a want. Number 3, you want to have flexibility. Make sure that you build in some fun money so your spending plan is not too restrictive. You need to have a plan for what are the things that are important to you, what are the things that you value as a family. So put it in your plan. And then number 4 is the automation. We want to make it as efficient as possible. So there's the automation not just on paying the bills, but as well as savings. If you're someone who does not have a set contribution amount for saving, I would highly recommend that you automate your savings, even if it's just $50 a month. Treat your savings or investment as an expense or as part of your spending plan so that it's already gone and in your mindset, you're not gonna take it back and spend it. It's like a bill that you pay when it comes to emergencies. If you have saved for emergencies and it's an actual emergency, spend it on what you need. I want to give a little context on to how does the average Canadian spend? And so I looked at statistics and I found that in 2023, the median Canadian household brought in about 74,200 after tax. So that's 6,183 a month. But the average monthly spending is 6,395. That's the average, which means Canadians and us new Canadians could be spending more than we make. If you feel like budgeting is stressful, admit it. It really is a bit stressful. There are ways we can make it fun so that we don't go into this deep micromanaging trap of finance. Or you can also be on the other side where it's so stressful, let's not think about it, let's just spend. If you're someone in the middle, maybe you have something to share with us. I would appreciate if you put something in the comments what helps you with your budgeting, especially with the ongoing inflation that we're experiencing. The prices of everything have soared. Share with us what you have to say about your finances, what makes you successful if you're someone who's still learning about finance or still learning about how do we actually make the budget work, how do we make our income work for our family or just for ourselves. Please put it in the comments. I want to share with you that I don't know about your faith, but I believe we have to lift our cares to God because He knows what we need before we even think it. So understanding that our God will provide what we need, it's just a matter of how do we actually manage our resources? How do we use His blessings for us? Now, I've told you about the average income and average spending earlier. There is also statistics on there is over 2,000 a month that we spend on shelter. And that jumps to more than 3,200 if you have a mortgage. Then add on $1,000 to transportation and another 1,000 on food. So most of our income is already spoken for. We're gonna discuss the difference between cash flow and the budget. Cash flow, we're not gonna complicate it. Whatever money comes in, so your income or if you're receiving like childcare benefit, if you're receiving any grants, if you're receiving passive income money. So that's money coming in, cash in. And then the things that you spend on your bills, mortgage, rent, insurance, medical insurance, food, anything that goes out. So basically, cash flow is money coming in and out. But budget is the plan where you want your money to go. That's why the common recommendation in personal finance is you need to understand where your money is going, at least for the past 3 months, so that you have an idea how to budget for it. For example, you are spending $1,000 a month on groceries or food in general. Then, if there's a lot that you're not consuming, maybe you can decrease that by 10% or 20% and limit yourself in the next month. So maybe this week we're just going to spend $200, or it's up to you. Number of families could differ. So like for us, we spend on 2 adults, 1 5-year-old, and 1 young adult, but she's still in university, so we still help her with her finances. It could be different with yours. It could be different situation with you. You might be someone who's still sending money abroad. You might still be helping your parents or helping a sibling finish studies back in your home country. Or even if you're born here, if you're helping your family, if you're helping your siblings, that's very good. The main thing is you have to understand what is your cash flow in order for you to have an effective budget as well. And from there, you can maybe decrease some things, or you can maybe allot more to another area that maybe you're spending too much on an area where it's not that important to you. You can probably allow it to investing in yourself, maybe your studies or something else. Now, we are going to talk about the viral money saving strategies. When I was doing my research on the viral money saving strategies, I saw this one video where the lady was dealing with so much money envelopes, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's not very efficient for me. But I realized the difference between having a cash or spending with cash versus spending with the card. It takes more processing when you have to purchase something in cash versus when you just have to tap your credit card or your debit card. The cash stuffing or envelope budgeting. This is viral on TikTok. So if you're someone who likes to do things visual, so that lady that I was talking about, so she puts cash in labeled envelopes for each expense. So like she would put in, oh, so this is the envelope for groceries, this is the envelope for gas, and when it's gone, it's gone. So you can't spend on gas if your money that you put on the gas envelope is already gone. Your decision making could take more time than if you just have to tap your card. So, what do I think about this? I think this may work for me, but I would probably just do having the cash. I would probably not be labeling different envelopes for everything. In the Philippines, we've done this as well. When I left, not all stores would have digital forms of payment or card payments yet. We were used to just spending money on cash. Some items we use credit card, like for groceries. This is probably something that I could try because when you're spending with cash, it makes you think more or longer. It helps you process, do I really need it? Because that idea that you see the money going out of your wallet is something like, oh, maybe I'll just save it to buy something special or something more that we would need later on. So I guess that's something I could try now. My husband would be on board with that as well because he likes cash. Now, the second one that I saw was the 100 envelope challenge. And this is the one that I felt so stressed about because for me, it's not very efficient, but who knows, it might work for you. So the idea is you save $5,000 in 100 days. They label envelopes 1 to 100 each day. Pick one random and save that amount. By the end, you have over 5,000 saved. For example, if you pick $5, then you put in $5 until all the envelopes are filled. Now, the third one is loud budgeting, which I can say right away that I really, really like this. Loud budgeting is saying no openly to social spending that doesn't align with your goals. It's about being upfront with your financial goals instead of silently overspending. If the group of people you normally hang out with asks you to try this new restaurant and somehow you keep trying new restaurants every 2 days, and if you're someone who's trying to save up for a new home or something very important, you have the freedom to say, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to skip this time because I'm saving for this. Just tell them what you are actually saving for. And I'm sure that if they're real friends, they would understand. And maybe the plans could change. You could probably think about better ways of hanging out with each other and enjoying the company of each other. So there's also the no buy or low buy challenge. This is a good thing as well. I am on it right now. I'm not on a no buy challenge, I'm on a low buy challenge. It means cutting out non essentials. It could be for 30 days. Some people could do it for just a week, for a few days. It's up to you. You can definitely change this to whatever you're comfortable. I believe that this would help me reset my spending habits as well. When you're doing the no buy or low buy challenge, it helps as well. At the end of the day, you think about, okay, so you almost impulsively bought this, whatever. When you do your journal, you think about, okay, I almost bought this and I didn't. What's the reason? That could help you identify your triggers so you can avoid them in the future as well, so that you can achieve what your goals are. Now, yeah, so that's something I could probably do. I wouldn't recommend doing it for a long time. When we, growing up, we were already there. We already experienced the no buy, low buy challenge anyway. I don't want to live it again for a long time. And a lot of people already know this. It's subscription detox. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. It's just auditing and rotating your memberships or cutting out memberships that you don't really use. The next one is pantry or refrigerator challenge. I really like this idea. It's shopping what you already have. Use what's in the fridge, freezer, or pantry before shopping again. Not only this reduces waste, it also saves you some money. It's something that I keep telling my husband we should do, and it's really a challenge because if you want to buy just milk, if you just want to buy eggs, and then you end up buying a lot more. So I could probably change this into just do the online shopping and pick it up instead of me actually going into the store and searching aisle by aisle. Oh, I like this idea. It's a cash only weekend. So it just means that you're carrying cash only over the weekends. You're not going to use your credit card. You're not going to use your debit cards to spend money on things. It makes you more mindful of every purchase. So there is also the last digit challenge. It's a fun micro saving method. It's similar to my save the remainder challenge. For example, you receive an income of $841 every week. You save that $41 and do whatever you need to do with the 800. This one is like saving the last digit of every purchase. For example, if you're buying something at the grocery and your total is $47.23, then you would round it up to $50, you save the difference. So if you're buying something every day, then it could be a good thing because you're saving something extra every day. So the next thing is something that a lot of people already do. This is having a side hustle. Instead of cutting back, you increase your income. You do something that aligns with your knowledge and skills or even with your passion that you can get paid for. Whether it could be singing for events, it could be helping with the tax when it comes to the tax season, or it could be when you are doing freelance work, selling, or any gig that would help you earn more money instead of cutting back on your expenses. So I think that's good too, as long as you don't sacrifice your physical health. My favorite is the second-hand first rule. If you're someone who know me, I am really into second-hand or thrifting. I like buying second-hand, not just for saving money, but because I try to be sustainable when I can. I've seen some documentaries showcasing the amount of garbage we send to other places. I try to be sustainable. I would probably never buy a blazer full price unless it's from the Philippines because it's cheaper there. I usually buy my work clothes at consignment or thrift stores. In the past, I've got them from Buy Nothing groups or Facebook Marketplace. If I have to attend a party, wedding, or event, I don't buy things that I'm only gonna use once. I would probably look more into checking with my friends or my sister's closet first before buying stuff. I'm not gonna use fancy clothes every day. So that's just me. Maybe it's different with you. Again, that's buying secondhand first. Before buying something new, you check the thrift stores first or Facebook Marketplace. As long as you don't fall into the trap of always buying secondhand every week. Yeah, I think what my favorites are, at least from the viral money saving strategies, I would probably do the loud budgeting. I'm already doing that. The low buy challenge, I would definitely recommend doing that for a short amount of time for you to know your triggers, for you to know how much you can actually save by not doing impulse buys. Shop what you have first inside your home. I shop what I have in my closet before buying stuff. It depends on special occasions. I would buy something that is important to me if there's a special occasion, but not every occasion requires me to gift something to myself. The last digit challenge, where you save a little bit every time you make a purchase, is a win for me. Some items you really have to look for quality. You have to really do your research before actually paying if you can't return it. If you have friends who you can do these challenges with, it would be more helpful and fun. Cash flow is your reality, budget is your plan. Cash flow is the money coming in and the money coming out. Budget is your spending plan. Keep your categories broad, allow for fun money, automate the boring stuff. You don't need to do all the strategies that we talked about today. Try one strategy at a time, one viral TikTok strategy at a time. If you actually follow one thing from this, it might help you cut out 5% or 10% of your spending. And why not that amount that you're not spending anymore, automate it to a savings plan or something that would help the future you. That's just my recommendation. Every person can spend differently. It's not just about the money, it's also about our mindset when it comes to spending. It's been fun knowing about these strategies. Some of them we already do, some of them I've already experienced in my youth, like the no buy challenge. I'm not going to do that for a long time. It's not going to be sustainable for me. Maybe my family would not be happy about it. So I'll just do the low buy challenge for a period of time. I think I'm already frugal and a bit minimalist. I would say I'm not minimalist, but I try to consume contents that are more on saving money, saving strategies. If anything that we discussed today has helped you, I invite you to subscribe and share this channel with your friends. This is the Unpacked and Empowered Finances podcast. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.